And the Vols getting set on 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Bishop. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up the short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
And the Volunteers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun to give, looking for room. Plows through the defense. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
Man, I just love physical backs that break tackles and get those extra yards and show that toughness, Palmer.
He's so hard to get on the ground, David. He plays with great pad level and also has phenomenal balance for a running back.
The Volunteers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Touchdown, Tennessee! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. They'll try to tack one more on their score.
And that is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish it, take care of the football, make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Safe completion on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. Their offseason just what they were looking for. Top 10 recruiting class. Now they've got to figure out how to best use that talent, Jesse.
Well, not just difference makers in this top 10 class, but they've got some guys that they think can be key contributors both on offense and defense. And in this first game, you know they've got to be excited.
Yeah, and they're probably nervous too, right? Like first big-time stage, big-time moment. A lot of young talent. Let's see how they start their career off.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Might be changing the route. They'll run play action. Gonna take a shot. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Wow, that quarterback is lucky there. If you're going to take a chance like that on 3rd down in your end of the field, you better be right because that should have been picked and returned for a touchdown. This offense is lucky now they're getting a chance to punt this ball away.
Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Wants to go up top on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Lewis. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
They have a first down at the 41-yard line. To the air, it's Manning. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And this Big Orange offense getting it done in the passing game.
And great execution by the quarterback. And when you think about Tennessee offense, man, when they got their trigger man, and they've had some great ones, Peyton Manning, T. Martin, Hendon Hooker had an unbelievable run. They find that guy, man, their offenses have been so hard to stop.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Immediately fires to the middle. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a 4th down stop. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Little over anxious out of the stands early, and it's a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Off the play fake on first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Snags it inside the 20. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Unloads quickly. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Brown has it. Powers through the defender. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Timeout, Tennessee.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now on 3rd down for this offense. Wants to throw. It's Lagway. It's complete to the right. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half.
And I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back who's really good after the catch, who's really good with the ball in his hands, but the defense did the job. They got him on the ground. They gave up some yards, but they forced the 4th down.
And here comes the field goal unit. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. It is good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Motion from the wideout. Got the quick completion. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And the Vols want to move quickly.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Finds his tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. And the Volunteers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He's got it on the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
and quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Shoots it to the left. Makes a connection. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. They've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. A run for the quarterback. They stop him at the 23. Good pickup, but not quite enough for the 1st down. It'll bring up 4th down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. Now up by 7 points here in the 2nd.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this 1st half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Looking downfield, it's Flagway. Fires to the big fella. At the 40, there he goes. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
I'll tell you, I know they're losing the game. It's only the 1st half, but this offense, obviously, they've spent some time practicing 2-minute throughout the week. You can see they're really in rhythm, they're really in focus, and they're attacking the right areas of the field in order to try to maintain as much clock as possible.
He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards.